Hello, I just want to check a few Rolex prices if I could. I just wanted to know firstly, how much would I be looking at for a Rolex Submariner no date? Sure. Yep. 8,750 for a GMT2. Just the steel one. Is it? What versions are there? Are they different prices? Are they? Okay. What's all the all black one? 9,850, and the other one? 10,450, just because of the bezel colour. Jesus. How much are we looking at for a Daytona in steel? $14,050. And lastly, if I wanted to get a solid gold sub, yeah, yellow gold. $40,100. And on those prices there, is there much discount? I see. Got you. And on the gold one? Sure. Okay, no worries there. Okay. And the GST on that, there would be 10%, is that right? So if I'm leaving the country, I'd get at least the GST back, wouldn't I? Okay. Okay. Leave it with me. I'll come in. Your name again was? Okay, thanks very much, Mitchell. Bye.
Hello, I'm Archie Luxury, and today we're discussing, would you buy, this is a hypothetical, fuckers, hypothetical. Would you buy a brand new solid gold Submariner, which in Australia is $40,100, or for similar money, would you buy a Rolex Submariner no date in steel, $8,750, a Rolex GMT2 in steel for $9,850, and a Daytona, a Rolex steel Daytona at $14,050. Now the question is, for the same money, give or take a bee's dick, what would you do? Would you get 3 steel stunners, a Submariner no date, a GMT2, and a Daytona, or would you go for a $40,000 solid gold sub? And this is a really, really interesting question. 3 for 1. 3 for 1. And the interesting thing is, okay, let's have a look at this. So if we look at the same equation, and we say, okay, let's put it into, we'll keep it in Aussie dollars, which the US dollar is about 10%. 10% stronger than the Aussie. So if you're looking at the prices, it's not a great deal of difference. 10%. Okay, what can we get let's look at the used market. So we can get those 3 pieces for the price of the Daytona. The solid gold Submariner, we can get, let's have a look, Archie's one, second hand, that's about what? Let's just say, let's put on there 20,000, okay? Let's look at the second-hand thing. A Submariner no date, second-hand in Australian dollars, going to be about $5,500. A GMT Master 2, they're actually quite a strong watch at the moment. for a nice used one, you'd be paying 7,000, say. And for a Daytona, the steel Daytona, I think you'd be looking, let's say 11,000 there. So let's just add those figures up. 18 plus 5, 23 and a half. So it's in cooey of a gold sub. On the second-hand market, the steel pieces don't seem to lose as much as an all-gold piece, but it's within cooey. It's within cooey of a... so whether you're doing this equation with a new figures or used figures, it's about the same. The thing that must be said is that the steel pieces don't lose as much as the gold, but that's kind of irrelevant here because any Rolex is a great investment. And a solid gold Rolex is always an easy flick. It's an easy flick. And what would you do? What would you do? Now, I mean, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. You know, I can understand why someone would go for a solid gold Submariner. It's a sexy watch. It's the ultimate fuck off, get out of my way sort of watch. Beautiful watch. But 3 steel stunners. I mean, I'd love to have those, wouldn't you? A Daytona, a no-date sub, and a GMT. You've got all your sports bases covered. And it's a very tough question. I suppose it depends how big is the ego. How big is the ego, fuckers? I mean, if you could be content, I'd go steel. But if you've got a huge, I think this is an impossible question, Archibald, because I love the solid gold sub. I mean, it's such a fuck off piece. But 3 steel stunners, 3 steel Rolex watches. I mean, the Daytona, that's a hugely powerful watch. That's got balls in itself. A steel Daytona, that's a lovely piece to own. No date sub, you got your Submariner, you got your diving bases covered, and I mean, let's be honest, there a GMT2 just to be the international businessman jet setting about. If that doesn't pull the crumpet, I don't know what the fuck will. And but I mean, yet again, solid gold sub. I mean, that's just something you'd want to wear to your to the family Christmas party to tell people to fuck off. Fuck off, I've done well. And it's a hard one. I'd like to hear from the audience. Personally, I'd probably go for the gold sub, just to tell people to fuck off, but that's my ego. And other people would say, no, they could see the value in 3 steel stunners. I'm Archie Luxury, tell me what you fuckers would do. See you later!